Okay, random shapes in SketchUp. To start with, you could draw an arc. So here, 2-point arc. Click once, click again, then move your mouse up. Okay, if it's on the blue line, that's good. So what you'll have then, something like that. Now you do offset, you click up or down, whatever. So now you've got a copy of that. If you then use the pencil tool, and you just join the ends up. So click once, click again, then press escape. Click once, click again. So now you have solid. So on that solid, you can then use the push-pull tool. What you could do is click on one face and do the scale tool. So you could kind of create sort of slightly more random shapes. Okay. Something else you could do is go very random. I click on pencil, so you join the two ends up. So now it's solid. You have this one here, which is like a freehand squiggle. So you just draw something, use the pencil, join the two dots up. Okay, so it looks something like that. You should then be able to click on this one that's follow me. It says follow me. So you click on that, click on the arc, whoa, and then you click on the shape. Okay, something weird happened, so I'll just undo that. So you try it. So you could do something like, you could click on there, so you select the weird kind of random shape, do follow me, and then you click on that arc, so it's gone very odd, but it's just one way of getting a random shape. If I zoom in again, should be able to click on the arc and then follow me and then click there. So what's happened is this weird shape kind of draws itself over the arc. So it should be able to click on the arc, do follow me, and then click on that shape. Okay, and then you have some randomness. Okay, so you've got some weird kind of random shapes, but you're just kind of playing around, really. And all that was the freehand, pencil, freehand, follow me, and the arc. Okay, one very quick thing, you've got the circle. So you click once, move the canvas something like that, click the circle again. Now this is good if you do the circle again and this circle is in the middle. Okay, something like that. This won't work out. Actually, I might be able to just move that over a bit, actually. Is that going to work? Okay, so I can move it a bit. It should be something like that. Okay, and then again, this follow me tool, you should be able to click that one. Okay, and then on the outer edge. Okay, that one didn't work quite well, but what you should be able to do is, so you do that again, you click follow me, click on that one, and then when you click on that outer edge of the other circle, you should be able to draw like a sphere, something like that. That might take a bit of practice, and then you can use the eraser and just rub out the edge, so then you've got your perfect sphere. Okay, that one might take a bit of practice, as long as you have something like that. Okay, like at 90-degree angles, then that's how you do a sphere. Could take a bit of practice, but it's worth getting the hang of. The other thing similar to that, okay, so you have a circle. Alright, this time again you're going to use 2-point arc. So you're going to click once, click again, move your mouse up, as long as it says blue line. Okay, as long as you're showing a blue line, that's good. Okay, so you have something like that. I'm going to make it solid by clicking the pencil, joining the two end dots, so now it's solid, so it's kind of half of what you had before. Okay, click on the pencil and roughly dead center like that. Okay, so now you have those lines. You do the eraser tool and you click on that one, click there, so you have something that looks like a sundial. just like before, you have the follow me tool. So you click once on there and you should be able to just drag your mouse around the edge. Okay, so you have a dome. It's actually can take a bit of practice. You might even be able to just click there and then on there. Okay, sometimes you get weird effects like that. Not a problem, just Command and Z. Okay, so you click on there and you just kind of drag your mouse around the outside. Okay, and actually even if it doesn't quite work, okay, so it did that time. You should even be able to, okay, make it solid. So you can even make the underneath solid by just joining up the ends with the pencil. Then you could just use the eraser. Okay, so then you could have a glass dome. You have, okay, glass. Yes. Okay, so then you could change how much you can see through the glass by just dragging that slider. So that's a little bit of randomness. If you have some kind of slightly odd looking shape, actually if I go back to, I just did Command Z, got back to where I was. So even if, okay, so I'll do follow me, click there and drag my mouse around the outside. Okay, now I'm going to do it slightly, okay, so it's not perfect. Even with shapes like that, there's probably something you can do with it. So some of the thing with SketchUp is actually sometimes making mistakes. It's not such a bad thing because you might be able to do something with it. If you have a shape that isn't quite perfect, you can also highlight it, right click and do smooth soften edges and then drag that, and you can kind of just tick that box. And sometimes, okay, it's not made a huge difference here, but something you can smooth things out a little bit if your shape looks a bit odd. But the idea is you're just getting something, getting some kind of object that's more than just a box. Okay, so again, if you're not sure, here's the cone. So you do a circle, do the push-pull, select the top face, and then do scale. Okay, and you can do a cone. If you press Option down, okay, and you can do the cone. So if you press Option and then drag it, you should get the kind of the perfect cone shape. One final thing, you click here, the one that we haven't done next to circle, you've got that. Okay, so at the moment it's got 6 sides. If you click there, you could press any number up to about 12, I think. I'm going to press 3, okay, and then hit enter. So now what I draw is a 3-sided shape. Okay, you can do, you can just do, select that, do push-pull. Okay, and just like how you did the cone, just like the cone, you've got that top face selected, you do scale, press Option, and then you have a pyramid. Okay, not perfect, but you can just do that final bit. And that is how you add just a little bit of randomness instead of just boxes. Okay.